I was told at the appointment in which they did like my wellness check and checked all my blood pressure, all that jazz, that I would probably be the first surgery of the day. So it's probably going to be really early, which honestly is what I'm hoping for. Because my hope is that I go into this and it's really early and I am too exhausted to be freaked out. Because I'll be honest, there's a lot of hope inside of this being that we call Autumn. There's a lot of hope for this surgery and the implications that getting it will have, the positive ones. And then there is this bigger part of me that is freaking the fuck out and has been in a state of freaking the fuck out for the past week. Every day, every hour really, it feels more and more real. It's getting closer and closer, and I'm not used to this. I've had many surgeries. If you know even a little about me, you'll know that I'm an old hat at surgeries. But I've never really experienced this fear, this overwhelming panic about something going wrong. And I've talked to multiple people about it, including my therapist. And what it seems to be the reason is all of my other surgeries, I hoped something would go wrong and that I wouldn't, wake up. I have experienced constant suicidality as far back as I can remember. Even before I had a name for it, I just always wished I didn't exist. Even before I knew what suicide was, I always just felt like I shouldn't be here and that I wished I wasn't. But for the past year, I really put my all into working on my mental health, and that has diminished by a lot. I'm happy that I've survived as much as I have. I'm happy to be alive. And so now going into surgery, which isn't really like the riskiest of surgeries, I've been through way worse, I'm still scared. Because the idea that there's even a chance of not waking up, which is a very small chance. Again, I know that logically. I'm still scared though. Because I've got this beautiful life. It's been hard. The past 6 months I have spent about 70% of the time in bed, the other 30% on the couch. But still, there's been so much beauty, and I've really come to appreciate every single day, every moment. I love my cats. I love my partner, my fiance. I have my best friend. I have my family. And I'm really, really glad that I have survived everything that I have. And it feels like there's a reason for that. That I'm here for a reason, and I've never felt like that before. It's all still really new to me, but because of that, I'm so scared. Because it's all out of my control. I mean, I'll be asleep for 3 to 4 hours while other people work on me, and I have no ability to control what occurs. But I know it'll be fine. I really trust my surgeon. She's been incredibly thorough, and I know it'll be okay. But that fear. And then there's the fear of, even if I wake up and everything's fine, I'm still waking up with an ostomy bag, and I'm still working on how I feel about it all. I know there's no, other thing I can do, you know? There's no other option. We explored other options. I took every medication. I did every measure that I could. We discussed a bowel resection in which they took out part of my intestine but still reattached it to itself. And that was an impossibility because of how much of my intestines are basically paralyzed. So I did everything that I could. But I'm still scared. That's the biggest overwhelming emotion that I have today, is fear. But then there's this small little piece that's still screaming, it'll be okay. This is how you get your life back. Now you don't have to focus on whether or not you go to the bathroom, and you won't be like curled up in a ball in bed in agony. It'll be worth it. That's what that part is saying. So I'm going to keep listening to that part. And yeah. I'm glad that my surgery is taking place on the 10-year anniversary of my girlfriend's suicide, because it feels like a little sign from the universe that she's here watching over me and that I don't have to worry. It's going to be okay. And that this is a new chapter where I don't have to keep punishing myself. I've spent the last decade punishing myself. I can let go. Move on. Never move on from like the love that I have for her, but move on from the constant punishing of myself. Because she wouldn't want that. And that's kind of the sign from the universe that I have been trying to take in from when they gave me the surgery date, is that it's her way of saying, you know, it's okay to focus on you now. It's okay to just stop hating yourself for things that have been out of your control and focus on the good that you can take in and get your life back. So yeah. Anyways, that's kind of what I've been feeling. And I know I usually post long-form videos on YouTube strictly, but I wanted to post it in the vertical format for like Instagram and TikTok and stuff, because especially on Instagram, I know that's where a lot of, I don't like to say fans because I'm not at that level at all, but people close to me, even though I don't really know them personally, it's where people talk to me and reach out, and it's where I interact with people the most. And it's like a little community, I guess. And so I wanted to kind of, before surgery, share with you guys all those thoughts that I'm having, if you care. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. I will probably post tomorrow morning, and we'll see if I even have the energy to post like an update saying I'm okay. It'll probably just be like a story where I'm like in bed, like I'm okay, you know, looking dead. Kind of, I think that's what I did last year. So yeah, thank you guys for listening to me talk about my worries. Wish me luck.